What's going on, America? You are watching Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we bring you all the biggest stories from across the country. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
You did.
And Million.
Hey.
And it is Groundhog Day, people.
It is.
I still do not understand why we do this.
Never understood it,
Every
never
year.
won't. Never understood it, never won't.
Crazy. Okay, so I actually did not see the videos. This is going to be news to me. We have Punxsutawney Phil, who goes out every year and he tries to see if he sees his shadow, see if we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter or not. And this is what happened.
It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
God, that sucks.
He's got the sign upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They take it so seriously there.
Very.
Imagine how early they have to be up to do this, because they do this at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Imagine how the groundhog feel. Forget how they exploit this groundhog every year, bro. If a groundhog don't get paid no differently, he don't get no extra stuff. And also, they did this during that. We got 6 months more weeks of winter during Black History Month, which sucks.
I know. That was a very disrespectful
Very
thing
disrespectful.
for Punxsutawney Phil
Come on,
to do.
Phil.
First of all, we know he didn't write that either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are you reading right now? So he saw his shadow, 6 more weeks of winter. Apparently, it has been very cold across the country because it's been cold here. I mean, in Atlanta, where we are right now. But NOAA data later show that March temperatures was going to be warmer than average. So that prediction's probably not even accurate.
Yeah. We don't know what we don't. I don't believe no groundhog, regardless. So ain't no groundhog ever been no meteorologist to me. So I don't know who started. And you know what? I was trying to do my research before I lost all my notes, and
Good.
I was looking for who started Groundhog Day and why. Why did this? What was the purpose of? You could have picked any other animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a bunch of animals that see their shadows. Why groundhog?
I was literally thinking as you were talking, like petition maybe to change the animal at least.
What would you change it to?
Like a leopard, something with high stakes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little something razzle dazzle. I got you. Well, yeah, get a groundhog a break, bruh. God, dog, working them too much.
But it is Black History Month.
Whoa.
I mean, you know what it is.
Yeah.
You feel it. Another day without our 40 acres and a mule, though. I will say, you know what I mean? We haven't forgotten it. So I took it upon myself to see what's the status of any reparations around here. You know what I mean? If we're actually going to get anything from our checkered history. And apparently there is a reparations bill being considered. This is called the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act, H.R. 40. It would create a 15-member federal commission to study slavery and its ongoing impacts, and then to develop reparations proposals, including how compensation could be calculated and who would be eligible.
Oh, I'm signing up.
Yeah, I like that. I love the fact that they're taking a scientific approach to it. They're going to put money into it to see how the effects are, because people are going to question. They always question. I mean, it happened so far ago. You're good now. No, it's multiple different effects that's happened and affected us throughout history. So let's do that research and then give us our money.
Well, I don't think we gonna get no money, to be honest. With you. I don't think it's gonna get to us. It's a lot of older people before us. Like my grandparents and my great. I mean, they probably gonna get some dollars. It's gonna trickle down. We probably gonna get the scraps. We gonna get the scraps.
We need it more than them. If we keep it in the stagnant,
Facts.
we might not even have Social Security.
That's true.
And they had a better economy, than we're
That's
dealing with
very
right
true.
now.
That's
You know what I
very
mean? But it kind of seems to me like none of us are getting this, because this does have 96 co-sponsors. It's a bill. That means there's a lot of interest in this, but it doesn't mean they're going to do literally anything about this. So this was introduced actually last January, 2025. It immediately was referred to the House Judiciary Committee, and that is it. There's been no hearings, no committee markup, no vote, no floor debate. Just literally, they introduced it and put it in the committee, and that's it.
Listen, we've been talking about reparations for years. Let's give it a rest. They're not giving us our stuff. They're not giving us our stuff. Let's just come to terms with we ain't getting nothing. Okay, that's just it. I had my homeboy who was mixed, and he's a mixed dude, and he was like, "Oh man, I can't wait for reparations." Like, bro, first of all, brother, slow your roll. You're only getting half. Okay, so let's calm that down. down. But yeah, we're not getting anything, guys. Let's cut it.
Yeah, man. But we will keep an eye on all Black history related things because, Black people do some good stuff. And this is the month we celebrate that.
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Hello.
But I do think that that's such an annoying thing that Congress does. Oh, yeah, we'll put up a bill to discuss. And then it sounds good in the moment. We're like, oh, okay. And then literally nothing happens.
Never.
So that's cool. They all just wasted our time with that. But we do have a lot of other stories to get to today that are serious, to include the fact that the government is shut down actually right now. And that is because the Senate did pass a bill to go, a funding package, I would say. They passed what they wanted to see in this funding package back to the House. But the House was not in session. So technically the government is shut down, but they're working on it. What I think is interesting is the fact that the one senator from South Carolina, Lindsey Graham, unilaterally tried to hold it up until he got what he wanted last week. That's kind of how all of this ended. And the backstory on that is the Senate slipped a measure into this continuing resolution last year, quietly slipped this into the continuing resolution that basically would let certain senators sue the government for as much as like $500,000. And that was because federal investigators secretly subpoenaed their phone records. So the senators weren't told. They felt like that was government overreach. They felt like there needed to be some accountability and some consequences to do with that. And they basically felt like we should get some shmoney. And so the House saw what they did, sneaking that measure basically that would allow certain senators, again, to get some money. And they unanimously said, yeah, y'all can't do that. In fact, they were furious because they felt like it looked like the senators were basically figuring out a way to pay themselves. So they voted to repeal it and take it out of the current funding package that they're currently weighing right now. And Senator Lindsey Graham found out and he was livid. Listen to this. Oh, we just have his quote. It says, "You could have called me about the $500,000. I'd be glad to work with you. You jammed me, Speaker Johnson. I won't forget this. I got a lot of good friends in the House. If you think I'm going to give up on this, you really don't know me."
No.
See, we always wonder why these senators and these House of Representatives, people in them are like paid. People have really high net worths in the Senate. And it's like, how do you get that money? And then you come to find out that they're just sitting here trying to sneak in their own ways to pay themselves. It's crazy to me. You wanted that 500 bands from who? From the taxpayers? From the government? Because they were trying to sue the government at one point. They was trying to sue the government, and that's how they was gonna get their $500,000, right?
That's exactly. And yeah, that would have been taxpayer money. If they get to sue because of that, that's, it's coming out of our pockets technically. And yeah, it was because they felt like it was unfair, but only for a select few of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, really?
Yeah.
Really? That's why the House looked at it and was like, no, you guys can't just do this. Are you kidding me? But Lindsey Graham tried it. He said he was going to hold up the vote on funding the whole government because of this. And then actually he wanted to expand the list of people who should get to sue the government. And so that's where I feel like y'all's priorities are all over the place right now.
How far are they going to expand that list? Because I would like to be on that list. I would like to be on the. I would like to be on the list to sue the government. I would like to be on that list. Let me know the parameters of how we get on that list. I'm signing up immediately, bruh. I'm gonna figure out something to sue them for.
I got some grievances too.
What?
Shoot.
What?
Because the Senate needed unanimous consent to pass the funding package. So he was like, oh yeah, if you want me to pass it, then I'm gonna need some money. But in the end, he said that he would lift his hold because the Senate leader promised a vote on his sanctuary cities bill, which is totally unrelated, and would agree to consider a separate bill that would allow more people swept up in that investigation to sue the government. The government is in debt, remember? I mean, we don't have the money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the fact that y'all are trying to pick and grab $500K for a bunch of people, boy, y'all are funny.
And the fact that they even just like slid it in there. When y'all talk about distractions, that was it. They was trying. So the whole point of them doing this, it wasn't the ice race. I don't care about that. It was, hey, let me slide this little $500,000 thing in right here. Get my name on that list. Pass it over to you, and hopefully you sign it. I'm glad that our House of Representatives and everybody is actually reading the bills finally, too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because this really happened November when it reopened? And remember, the shutdown lasted for 30 plus days and SNAP benefits were running out. And that was a whole dramatic thing. So to reopen the government, they were like, hey, let's just do a clean continuing resolution. We'll talk about it. We'll continue to talk about it. That's what a continuing resolution is. And that's when the Senate said, oh, okay, we're going to slip this in that continuing resolution to reopen the government. And that's when the House was like, wait a minute, what? What is this?
Just lifted up the papers and hold on now. Hold on now.
Exactly. So now they are still full steam ahead trying to get the government back open. And this time it actually is the House Republicans trying to pass this by themselves because House Democrats say they're not going to vote for any funding package right now. And so the shutdown is going to extend until at least Tuesday. So they could have gotten the shutdown over with today if there was enough bipartisan votes for this. But House Democrats basically saying they're refusing to provide those extra votes because they don't want to fund DHS at all until there's a guardrail in place. And remember, the agreement was with the president and Senate Democrats, and they said, we'll take DHS ICE funding out of there and we'll agree to negotiate on that and talk about what those guardrails might look like. And that'll be a 2-week period where we do that. These House Democrats are basically saying, we just don't trust that you're actually going to do it. We actually don't trust that this promise to negotiate is going to do absolutely anything. And we're going to get to that end of that 2-week period. And they're going to say, well, you guys just need to reopen it. Sorry, sucks to suck. So that's why they're saying if you want to fund the government, you're going to have to do it without us.
And I respect it. Stand on 10 toes with that, bro. If they not giving you what you need as far as this ICE stuff, stand on 10 toes. I'm glad they're doing that. I'm glad they're standing down.
I just wish, I get it. I respect what they're saying. I just, I wish that our lawmakers could work together.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I
It
agree.
just all seems so petty. You guys are going to say, well, we're not going to reopen the government. We're not going to help you guys because you guys are in power. It just all seems so petty. But I do hear what they're saying and what you're saying, which is they didn't have anything that would enforce them to have to put a guardrail in place. All they got is, we'll talk about it. So,
Yeah, definitely. I'm interested to see how it plays out for sure.
For sure. In the meantime, looking overseas. Actually, is this where we're going next? I think this is where we're going to go next. Iran?
Yeah.
Okay. Iran is saying there is going to be a regional war if the U.S. attacks. And we've been talking about Iran
For a while.
For a while. And I don't know what's about to happen, but Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was talking about this on Sunday, and he's literally warned that any U.S. attack would spark a regional war in the Middle East. And at this point, just to give you guys some backup of how we got here, we started this off with protesting in Iran, and that was over the money basically failing. Their rial, it failed, and it was taking a lot more of their money to buy certain things because the economy was kind of collapsing. So that sparked some protests, and those protests ended up getting violent, and the government was accused of brutally cracking down on those protests by killing a bunch of protesters. The numbers are still all over the place. I've seen 3,000, 6,000, up to 40,000 protesters that were killed, and nobody really knows the actual answer. And tens of thousands of people have been detained. So Trump got involved, and Trump started saying hey, we're going to get involved if you guys are protesting, killing protesters, I should say. And he actually even encouraged protesters to keep, protesting and, really go hard on their institutions. And everything kind of just simmered back down. Nothing happened. And we still had a fleet going in that direction. So people started wondering, why are these aircraft carriers being sent to this region if everything is kind of already simmered down? The protests have stopped. Presumably the killing has stopped. What's going on here? Then Trump said, okay, if you guys want us to leave, you have to come to an agreement about your nuclear program. So then the goalpost moved.
Right. That's what it's always been about too, the nuclear program. They don't care about those people over there. Why do we care? I mean, we just helped fund Israel buku's amounts of money. We obviously don't care about any people in the Middle East
dying. That's a good point. Because if Israel is accused of killing tens of thousands of people while they were going after Hamas, the U.S. designated terror group, then You know, why would you care that your government is killing your own people? You know, it is selective outrage. Honestly, it's a good point. But it seems like then both the U.S. and Iran started doing military exercises out there. And, you know, the U.S. was saying, you make sure your military exercise doesn't come over here and threaten us. But it kind of has been escalating over there.
So will Iran be battling, if they do go to war, they'll be battling the soldiers that we already have over there?
I highly doubt this goes to like a war kind of situation. I mean, well, who knows?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We really don't know. Who knows? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like if it hypothetically, if it was to happen, would our troops already are on the ground over there, correct?
Right. So, we have troops that are like in the water.
In the water.
Yeah.
So if something did pop off, we would infiltrate Iran, go on land, and start to get it popping. They wouldn't be able to mess with us, though, would it? I mean, these are just things I'm really curious about. Like Iran's, they don't have what we have, so you know, I'm thinking like them trying to like instigate and cause these like threats to us. They don't have what we have to really get stuff cracking, though, right?
Iran is not like a little nobody country. Like they've got resources.
For sure.
And they've got like an arsenal well.
For sure.
So they technically could hit, I mean, they could, if they're in range of the assets we just sent out there, technically they could hit that. That would be insane. They could also hit like military bases that are in the region and, you know, whoever else they would consider like a U.S. ally. I mean, you really don't know what they could do. They could do anything.
Right. Iran, like she said, Iran is no slouch. I mean, they're one of Israel's biggest adversaries. So like, I'm still under the, you know, I'm still pro-America. I'm still go America. You know, I know that we can take them, but it's like, do we want to take it there? Because it's not going to be something that's easy, especially with, like we said, we only have a certain amount of people that's out there in the waters right now. In order for us to actually go to war, we would have to need something from Congress saying that we can go to war. So I don't think it's going to be something that's going to be blown out of proportion, like Lana was saying, because we would need approval to do so first.
But if there were a scenario where Iran did attack a U.S. asset, ship, literally anything, you know, it could get to that point.
It's
you know
up
what
at
I
that
mean?
point.
It would be up in theory. But what I found most interesting is that since we all know this started as an economic protest and the government was accused of basically mismanaging things so badly that the people just started protesting in anger about it. But what I did not know was that the U.S. claims to have had a hand in that. And we should have the Treasury Secretary talking about how the U.S. kind of pushed this to happen.
President Trump ordered Treasury and our OFAC division, Office of Foreign Asset Control, to put maximum pressure on Iran, and it's worked. Because in December, their economy collapsed. We saw a major bank go under. The central bank has started to print money. There is a dollar shortage. They are not able to get imports. And this is why the people took to the street. So this is economic statecraft. No shots fired. And things are moving in a very positive way here.
Is it just me or these people be sounding like they don't be knowing what they be talking about? Like, is it just me? Like, am I the only one that be hearing this? Like, it's sometimes it just sound like they don't, like they just be talking, like they just be rambling.
Wait, what did you get from that?
No. He probably does know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He probably does, but it sounds like the way when they talk, it sounds like they don't. That's just a thought that I had that I just blurted out. I should have kept that one to myself. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
Okay. Oh, please.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, you kind of have a point in a sense. I mean, because we don't necessarily, we're not inside of Iran to actually know what their economic state is looking like. But I mean, he's just basically reporting saying that, you know, Iran's economy has collapsed. It's going broke. So I don't know.
He's saying that the U.S. y'all need to listen this time.
Oh, I hear it.
I heard
Are
that.
y'all did you hear him say that the United States kind of pushed it along?
Oh,
we
pushed them
got
into being broke?
Right. He put more pressure on it. So they're saying that Iranian leadership was already mismanaging things. Things were already kind of looking like they were going to collapse, according to the United States. So he's saying that President Trump instructed them essentially to nudge it along, do things that made the economic problem worse, which is what then started the protests, which is what then led to the killings, which is what then led to the U.S. having an armada outside of the country.
It's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect
that we started.
Yeah,
we just kicked the piece. It's already
that
crumbling.
We nudged.
Yeah, it's already crumbling, and we just like tapped it a little bit. You know, before, and we made it. We pushed it to that edge. We pushed it to that point.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
that's what the Treasury Secretary is saying.
So we ain't got no money?
No, they ain't got no money. He said Iran ain't got no money.
Oh, Iran don't have no money. I'm following. I promise you I'm following.
No, I get it. He said Iran ain't got no money because we have pushed them towards it, but they was already getting close to that point.
Okay.
So remember what Iranian leadership has claimed, and of course they could be lying. We don't know because we don't really get messages from them that much. But when they did an interview with Fox News here. With I think it was Brett Baer he was talking to. It was Iranian leadership doing an interview with Brett Baer from Fox News. And he accused the United States and Israel of having their spy agencies go in and make the legitimate protest a lot worse. So when Trump was saying like, hey, we will get involved here if you start killing protesters, the Iranian leadership said terrorists came in and started killing protesters as a way to pull Trump to get involved. And now the Treasury Secretary kind of just said what I thought was like the quiet part out loud and saying like, oh yeah, by the way, those economic protests that started it all, we helped that too.
Oh.
He's saying we kind of did all of this if we're following. Now, some people would say that the Iranian leadership is just lying, that they attacked their own people, that they killed all the dissent, the dissenters, and that this is just totally a situation that needs U.S. intervention because the people hate this oppressive regime and somebody's got to do something to keep innocent people from getting killed out there. But again, we pulled up for you last time the footage of what Iran looks like since the protests, and life had kind of moved on. I mean, I think we still have that. And if you'll just let this play out while we kind of talk about this, I saw people shopping. Yeah. I saw people moving around.
Yeah, they're
people,
enjoying themselves.
I mean, just dressed like I would be. I mean, I know people who dress like this. It's not like, it's like people are hanging with their heads low. I even saw somebody without a hijab on. And I thought, like, that girl right there with the earmuffs. So how strict is it really? Is this, I mean, I know it's not a personal choice. Like, there is, like, there are requirements in place from the government that they have to wear hijabs, that they can't like sing and dance in public. Like there are actual, rules in place that people find oppressive. So I'm not, defending this regime at all. I'm not Iranian. I don't know. I don't live there.
Yeah.
So what I mean? So all I can do is take what I've been told from people who do know. But I mean, it just seems like this situation is a lot more complicated.
Quick question. So Scott, how do you say his last name?
Bessent.
Scott Bessent. Was he supposed to say it like that, how he said it? Or like, cause now I'm listening to you. I'm like, was he supposed to give us that information, how he gave us the information? Or did it kind of slip out and he kind of like was trying to backtrack himself a little bit?
I don't know.
Could I be wrong?
No, you could. That's a fair question.
Okay.
Because I was thinking the same thing. Because I was like, did you just literally tell us the quiet part out loud?
Yes.
What do you mean you like nudged it to start the protest that started, and then to say that it's going in the right direction after 3,000 plus people have been killed in one way or another? Like, what are we talking about here? This is evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I got from that. I was like, wait a minute. I don't think he's supposed to be saying that. That's why I was saying they're talking how it sounds like they don't know what they're saying. That's why I got from that.
Gotcha.
So it sounded like he was talking, but it sounded like he was talking in reverse because it was like, I don't think he's supposed to be saying this right now, but I gotta finish. I gotta finish what I'm saying now.
Or like, clearly I misheard.
Yeah.
Surely you didn't just say what I think you just said.
Did you just say that? Can you repeat that for me real quick? Oh yeah, we started the whole thing. Are you sure? No. I mean, no. You know what? Let's go to break. No.
And I have seen him like clarify and say other things since, but I thought that was very interesting, especially because it kind of went underreported. I didn't really see a lot of people talking about that. And while we're talking about us potentially doing a military action out there on behalf of protesters, and then we kind of take a look back at why they started protesting to begin with. It's like, sheesh, this is crazy. So we'll keep an eye on that. The last I heard, Trump was saying they have to make a deal on their nuclear program and they have to stop killing the protesters. And Iranian leadership said, we're good to make a deal on our nuclear program, but we're not just going to not have one, and it's not going to be because you forced us. It's going to be because we've come to a mutual agreement. We don't even want any nuclear weapons. We just want to use it for peaceful purposes. Is he lying? Who knows? He could be lying. He could be telling the truth. I don't know. Just telling y'all what the news is.
Nuclear weapons for peaceful purposes.
No, nuclear program. So you can use, you can enrich uranium to a certain point and it becomes a nuclear weapon. But if you don't enrich it to that extent, it can be used for like energy, random things. So he's like, who are you guys to tell us what we can and can't use our like uranium for? We can be able to, we're a sovereign country. So yeah, man, he could develop a weapon over time. He could not. I mean,
Sheesh.
It's a lot. These people have a lot going on.
These people do have for no reason. For no reason at all. I have I have a ton of questions about this, Iran and everything that's going on. And we should actually dedicate a whole chunk of this show.
I'm here just for to go through questions. You guys can ask us questions because they're this is huge.
And
honestly,
it's nothing little to play with.
Yeah.
It's not that not at all, bro.
Facts.
Pause. That was crazy.
Well, I'm sure you gotta be wondering why we haven't said anything about the Epstein files, and that is because we actually did want to take a chunk of the show and talk about that exclusively. So our next half hour, we are digging into all the crazy and salacious claims, and we'll be right back after this break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you're supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News. It is time to get into these Epstein files.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Listen, man.
Feel like Christmas, don't it? Didn't it feel like Christmas when y'all seen that they dropped all them files?
I thought so. And then they said that it could be fake.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, one of the first things they said is that some of the files could be fake. They dropped like 3.5 million pages and said specifically that it may include fake or falsely submitted images, documents, and videos because it included everything submitted to the FBI from the public, not just like things that they substantiated. So they just dropped the book. Exactly.
So
exactly.
It was Christmas, but imagine like a box, one of those gift box filled with coal. Because we didn't get much out of it, bro.
Oh, my God.
We didn't get much out of it, bro.
Man.
Because there were some crazy, crazy claims that were circulating on social media immediately after the drop. And now that you know that some of it's untrue and sensationalist, especially the allegations against the president, they said that like immediately. The stuff that you're going to see about Trump, it's just not true. All right, whatever. But that's like saying like, oh, okay, like I have all of the details on this murder that I witnessed, except some of that might be untrue. Oh, I got all that. You know, it's like, what do you mean? Like, why would you drop stuff that's totally fake and then just tell people to sift through what might be real and have no evidence?
Or maybe, just maybe, they're saying that it's fake. The stuff that you have to sift through, that it's fake because it's actually real. See, y'all got to think with your third eye.
Maybe.
You got to think with your third eye.
You got to think like that because the DOJ is the ones that released it. And you know who they report to?
Exactly.
The big man.
Yeah.
DT.
Yo, tell him it's all fake.
Right. So, yep. We're not saying that's what he said, but it's, you know,
well,
it's interesting.
To me, it's more so that it's not that like certain things you've said is fake and we can't prove it because who you report to. It's that all of it can be questioned now
right.
because some of it is fake. Mm-hmm. Literally anybody can come out and be like, yeah, that's fake too.
Yeah,
that's fake.
Yeah.
That's just not true. And how are we going to prove it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did a terrible job redacting also. It's like they almost used ChatGPT to redact all these files. Y'all waited X amount of days, 40 days or something like that to get these files out because you say you redacting and like the redactions was terrible. I remember seeing some lines where they redacted one name but then said the same name in the same line.
Bruh.
Like what is going on?
Bruh, y'all had one job.
One
job and you took forever to do it.
That's why I was saying before, I was like, this delay doesn't make any sense because you guys were supposed to have dropped this stuff like in December.
Mm-hmm.
And they had all these people who were supposed to be redacting things. And then people came out the woodwork saying, wait a minute, in the first set of files you were supposed to be redacting, we're looking at names of victims right here. Like, so what are we talking about? Right. So it doesn't surprise me that it happened again. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I think that's actually like... I think it's extremely messed up too, like that they didn't redact those victims' names, man, because now you have some of these victims that probably, you know, at some point probably read some of these files a little and then probably seen their names like, oh, wait a minute. Now you have these people reliving things that they, you know, probably some of the most traumatic points in their lives, and now they having to relive it in these files and reading them. So yeah, that's messed up. Whoever didn't, I mean, none of y'all took y'all job very seriously because if you did, you would have redacted like y'all you were supposed to. But yeah, I'm happy that the files have come out 100%. I'm also really upset that now I'm finding out that some of them might be fake, which is like either a hoax to make us think that they're fake, or it's either some of them are really fake, which is also double messed up. Like
they say that the stuff that's fake per se is that literally anybody could have called in to the FBI and just had whatever crazy claim about anybody, and that would have been included in the files because of what Congress said. Like Congress said, we have to give you all of it, so here's all of it, and now nobody can actually verify what is and is not true.
That's like dropping like a hot mixtape with no singles on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And isn't it true that like a lot of these people that was actually named won't even be like indicted or held accountable for any of it because of them saying that it could all be fake?
I don't know if it's because of that, because there are things in there that are real, like the emails. The emails exist. Let's say what happened with Mr. Bill Gates. We could start with him.
Yeah.
Because Bill Gates he was named in an email that he says is totally fake. So this email, I don't know if we have it or not. Yes, we do. Okay. If you can see that at home, I know the words are really small, so I can read it out to you as soon as I get to my notes. But basically, this was Jeffrey Epstein's email, which is, you can kind of see it kind of blurted out in the back. This is a full long email, and that's the kind of the part that I'm talking about here specifically. And this stems from an alleged draft emails dated July 18, 2013, where Epstein wrote about Bill Gates, claiming he had contracted a sexually transmitted disease after having relations with Russian girls. And in the email, Epstein basically said that Gates asked for antibiotics to secretly give to his then wife, Melinda Gates, because he wanted to make sure she didn't get anything from that, and was just so upset that he's just not his friend anymore and he's not talking to him anymore. And Bill Gates, his people responded to all that and was like, hold on, this is fake. Yeah. Bill Gates was aghast at this claim, and his spokesperson said it was absolutely absurd and completely false, and really the documents reflect Epstein's frustration and attempts to defame Gates after their relationship ended. And in that email, you could see that it was like from and to Jeffrey Epstein. So this wasn't like he had sent it to somebody.
Yeah.
That's like me writing to myself all types of crazy things about you, and then it being like exposed later on, and you're like, hold on, that wasn't true. She just did that literally to make me look bad. That's what Bill Gates is saying. So that's where I'm like, now that we know some of this stuff is fake, everybody can just have an explanation for anything. Now, that's a legitimate explanation. I'm not, trying to implicate Bill Gates in anything, because easily Epstein could have just made that up and sent it, put it in his drafts and whatever. But it just makes the point that, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I heard a theory, and this might be a wild theory, and mind you guys, this is just a theory I heard. From me, I took it. I don't want nobody to be like, that's what it is. I heard that, Epstein had, hidden cameras and all this extra stuff on the island and stuff like this, so he can have the power over these people when he didn't get his way. So if you told Epstein no, well, are you sure you're going to tell me no? You sure you wanted to? You remember this, right? You sure you want? I thought so. Yes, I'm going to need that. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I heard.
Well, it's funny because Ghislaine Maxwell, who was his co-conspirator, was asked about that, actually. So they go, I think Todd Blanche was the one who went in and interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell, and Ghislaine Maxwell was like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy to talk to you. Nobody's ever asked me for my side of things. She's like, I never saw anything strange, and I never saw anything illegal happening, and I don't know about any cameras. There weren't any cameras in weird places other than places you'd expect to have a camera. In his office where he was dealing with break-ins or whatever. And she just made it seem like everything was just totally innocent. And then she got moved to that minimum security prison right afterward. Very sketch. Point is, you would assume that there were some cameras.
Come on, dog. Come on now.
Did they? I don't know. People was like, all these people actually going to the Epstein Island just showed me, like, even the richest people in the world are idiots. Because
either idiots or freaky. One of the two.
Idiots and freaky. It's an and. It's not either or. It's and, because it's like, there's no way you can seriously think that you're so high profile that nobody would have any documents on you if you went and did these freaky acts.
Yeah, 100%. And also, dog, who really is going to be like, yeah, that was me. Yeah. I was on the island.
Oh, yeah,
that was me. Nobody is ever going to admit to doing anything in these files. Regardless of what they say in the files, nobody is going to be like, oh, you know what? I was there on January 31st, 1989. That was me. You right. Yeah. That's my fault, y'all. My bad. My bad, dog. Like, no, That's not going to happen, regardless if it's fake stuff in there or not. Nobody is going to come and admit that they actually were there doing these things. So we're never really going to get the truth. Even if we read all this stuff, we're never going to get the truth. We're never going to get anybody saying, I actually did this stuff. But you know who's happy right now? Diddy and R. Kelly. They're probably in jail rubbing their hands together like, these Epstein files came out. Yeah, I just want to let y'all know it wasn't just us. All right, it wasn't just us. Like, bruh.
Yeah, I did find it also interesting with the Bill Gates thing, like how he was denying it. But then there was like a 2020 interview that his wife had said, Melinda Gates had said, I did not like that he had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. I made that clear to him. She was kind of alluding to that his friendship with Epstein is the reason why they kind of got a divorce. Not the reason, but it played a factor in the reason why they got a divorce. It may also be the STDs. You know, I'm just saying. That is crazy, Bill Gates. That is crazy. Again, all allegations.
Strongly denied these allegations.
All allegations. But this is so crazy, man.
Yeah, because we don't know. We just see what's in the files, which may or may not be real. I will say Britain is saying that Andrew needs to explain what's going on in these photos of him. Remember, this used to be Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, but his mother, the Queen, stripped him of all those titles back in 2022, and he was also told he needs to stop using His Royal Highness. So now he literally is just Andrew. And Andrew, who is the brother of the current king of the United Kingdom, King Charles, is seen in these photos over somebody.
Tell me if I'm tripping, bro. Like, that is like a small, it looks kind of like that. Whatever like figure that is on the ground, it looks very small compared to him.
Who could tell? Who could know? This is one of the situations where a victim would be redacted. Obviously, and I'm pretty sure, somebody had to look this up. I'm pretty sure they said that anybody who is with them in these files, female-wise, is kind of the gist I was getting, would potentially be considered a victim. So they might have over-redacted. Did you see something like that?
Yeah.
So we don't know if that's an adult or a child.
Right.
But the British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, said Andrew needs to testify before the U.S. Congress about his links to Epstein. He said that Epstein's victims have to be the first priority, and you can't be victim-centered if you're not prepared to do that.
That's true. When I see these pictures, though, man, this makes me like, I don't, did anybody, hey, put your camera down. Hey, stop. Hey, whoa, come, relax. Don't take a picture. Come. No, you was just like, hey, right here. Hey, come on now. You see this? See what I got going on right here? No, what the word? Nobody at one point just was like, hey, dog, don't take pictures right now. Like, we out here wilding out. Like, I don't want nobody to see this if this gets out. Nobody decided to do that once.
Staring into the barrel of the camera.
He looking like this.
Jeez.
They was trying to make sure that they have memories, man. That's what they was trying to do. They had such a ball, such a joyous time over there on the Epstein's island that they was like, hey, let's just remember these pictures. Take these pictures and remember this moment.
But if you're doing allegedly legal acts with allegedly people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't. That's not something I would want to remember.
Hence why I said that these billionaires, millionaires that are going to these islands aren't the brightest, y'all. My goodness, I thought these billionaires was way past this. I thought there was moral. Dang, that sounds crazy. Brother. But I thought they was smarter than me.
They just must have thought they wouldn't get caught. And honestly, they're kind of right. In a sense, because we just had a $3.5 million document drop and nobody's going to jail. But outside of Bill Gates and Andrew, you also had some surprising names in there, like Elon Musk. Elon Musk has been very clear that he did not know Epstein. He didn't, he just wanted the files to be released. He's been saying it, banging on the drum himself. So people were a little confused when people found a 2012 email exchange showing Elon Musk asking Epstein what day or night was the wildest party going to be on the island, and some other things that they'd seen in the files concerning emails with Elon Musk and Jeffrey Epstein. And Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure, has said, like, this isn't what it looks like kind of situation.
He basically was just trying to claim that, this isn't what it looks like. It's fake news. But if you look at the emails, it looked like Elon Musk was being thirsty. Like, he kept on begging Epstein, multiple different emails, kept on begging Epstein, hey, so what's going on this weekend? Hey, can I come today? And then Epstein was almost dodging him in a sense. So it looked it looked like Elon Musk, if these were true emails, he was thirsty. He wanted a party, and they was like, no, you're too lame.
Yeah, exactly. Flat out, bro. Elon Musk was the corny kid, and nobody did not want to get invited to the party, bro. He did not want to invite him to the party.
But can you look up what Elon Musk's response to all this has been? Because I'm pretty sure he is denied all of this, and that I want to get, what he says. explains all of this. Even this picture with him and Ghislaine Maxwell. Apparently, he says Ghislaine Maxwell just came in and photobombed him.
Oh.
You don't know that lady? She just came in and, which you know what is honestly, if that's true, that is diabolical of Ghislaine Maxwell to know you're like the kiss of death for pictures.
Yeah.
You gonna sneak up behind people.
Literally.
You're like, no.
Oh, so you
I'm
know.
ruined.
So you know her. Oh, so you know.
Dang. I'd be so mad if Ghislaine Maxwell snuck up behind me at a party.
You can tell in his face too. He's mad too. He's like, "Is she there? Is she right there?" God. All right, y'all already took the picture. God.
Let me get that camera.
Yeah, let me hold that. But of course, he's not gonna like once again. Of course, he's not gonna say, "Yeah, I did it." Of course, he's not gonna say, "Yeah, I was there." Of course, he's not gonna say, "Yeah, I emailed him and tried to get there." Of course, he's not. None of them are. None of them are going to say that, and that is the issue. But for Elon being thirsty to get over there to the island is even crazier. Like if that's what he was doing, allegedly, whatever. Like that's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
So Elon Musk has said, "No one pushed harder than me to have the Epstein files released, and I'm glad that this has finally happened when it actually did come out." But he also went on to. Oh yeah, I was looking and seeing he was basically denying all the claims. Let me keep on digging through here real quick. Yeah.
Okay, because I can look it up too real quick. What did Elon Musk say about the emails with Epstein? Sorry, what?
No, I was just saying why. I wonder why he was pushing so hard. You know what? I know why he was pushing so hard. Elon was pushing so hard to like he was like diverging his name. I mean, like putting a diversion.
Oh,
it's like literally saying drop him, drop him, drop him. Oh, maybe they won't see me. Drop him. Maybe they won't see me.
So Musk did publicly recognize that these emails released between him and Epstein were real. Apparently, he spoke about them on X, formerly Twitter, after the files were published. And these are emails from 2012 to 2013, where Musk and Epstein were talking about logistics and possible trips and whatnot. On X, Musk said he had very little correspondence with Epstein. He declined repeated invitations to go to Epstein's island or to fly on Epstein's private jet, the Lolita Express, and that he was aware the email exchanges could be misinterpreted and used by detractors to smear his name. And he said that the release of those emails were just a distraction.
Yeah.
He said that Epstein tried to get him to go to his island and he refused in capital letters. So, I mean, I'm
going to tell you right now, there's not a lot of people in that industry that will refuse to go to Epstein Island. I'm gonna tell you right.
Private jet, party, all my friends.
Yeah. And he probably didn't even portray it like, hey, we're gonna go out here and like mess with whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he probably didn't even portray it like that. It was like, yo, man, we're gonna come out here, man, we drink. I got a whole island. You know what I'm saying? We can have food. You know, we gonna have girls. Man, we're gonna be food. You know what I mean? Like he didn't portray it like that. So yeah, of course, probably him alluding like it was about to be a good time. Anybody would have probably taken the bait. So
yeah.
But Elon Musk says that he did not, and all we have is what he says. All these people are coming out the woodwork saying, "Oh, I didn't. It's fake. It's not what it looks like." Okay, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Wasn't the only one. I was a little shooketh when I saw Jay-Z's name pop up in those Epstein files.
Why? Let's ask the question. Why? Why were you shaking up? Do you know about Jay-Z?
I was shooketh because Jay-Z is veiled behind so many layers of just like, it's almost like mystical. Like Jay-Z is like Jay-Z.
He not
and the
missing.
man himself is like people don't really know about like his dealings. Same with Beyonce. She comes out as this like mystical being. She comes out, blesses the people with a beautiful voice, killer shows, and then goes back. You don't see her here. So they both kind of have this mysticism to them. Jay-Z came up. He's just, he's a rapper. He probably deals a little bit based on the songs. I'm not trying to allege anything. Just saying, it is what it is. And now he's just this huge mogul that you never really hear from. Diddy, you always heard from.
For sure.
He's always in the limelight. Certain people, R. Kelly, you heard he did shows. Jay-Z, he doesn't really pop out. You know what I mean?
Jay-Z is black excellence personified almost. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but that's what we viewed him as, because he's making multiple different business deals with the NFL. He's doing business deals with New York and the casinos out there. He's claiming that he's helping the black community out. So when I hear this, my disappointment that I was like, no way, bro. I'm still in kind of denial. I can't.
Have y'all never watched a Jaguar Wright interview before ever? Do y'all know who Jaguar Wright is?
That lunatic?
She's not a lunatic.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man. Jaguar Wright's been done told y'all about Jay-Z for years. And I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Yeah.
But she been done told y'all about Jay-Z for years with Aaliyah, with Beyonce, she been done told you about y'all. She been done told y'all about Jay-Z, how Jay-Z rocked when he was with Rock Nation, when he was with Rockefeller, been done told you this. This is not nothing new that Jay-Z is this type of person. There's nothing new. I don't know if he's this type of person anymore. He got kids and stuff, little girls at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he liked it, but dog, this has been out there. This is nothing new that's been under the. People don't want to talk about it because it is Jay-Z, and you don't want to talk about Jay-Z because Jay-Z is this person, 1,000%. But this is nothing new though, bruh. I don't know if y'all.
Hold on, because when you say this,
I'm not gonna say what this is.
You can't, right?
Well,
so but I will say, in this case, the Epstein files mention an anonymous tip or crisis intake report archived by the FBI, and that document alleges that in the mid-1990s, a woman reported being abducted and waking up in front of Harvey Weinstein, and Jay-Z with Pusha T involved in one of these a separate incident. But in this one that I'm talking about here, this woman reported waking up in front of Weinstein and Jay-Z at what she believed was Epstein's property in Florida. And yes, Pusha T was implicated in a different incident claimed in these files in 2007. But the files do not originate from known Epstein flight logs or personal diaries or verified travel records. This is just an unsolicited tip. So again, what are we talking about here? This could have been literally anybody coming out and saying, oh, yeah, I saw Jay-Z and Pusha T and Harvey Weinstein all together. Or it could be legitimate. We literally don't know.
We don't.
I refuse to accept it. I'm sorry, y'all. I refuse to accept it. And the reason why is because, like I said, he's black excellence personified, man. Maybe it was just a white woman that just, that can't tell the difference between all black people. People get me and you mixed up all the time. Maybe she thought it was Jay-Z.
You two mixed up.
I don't know, bro.
Nobody. What is
I don't know, bro.
What?
I don't want to believe it, bro. I don't want to believe it. Jay-Z, no.
Nah,
there have been no charges filed against Jay-Z or Weinstein or Pusha T in relation to these references in this file, but you may know that Harvey Weinstein been disgraced.
Oh, yeah.
He, from the whole Me Too movement, and he is a convicted sexual offender and has been, in prison for however long he's been in prison, for a couple years now. So I don't know, man. I'm looking up right now to see if Jay-Z has even deigned to respond to this, because some people, they just don't even. I'm not even going to address it. And honestly, that's better to me in some cases. If you're really innocent, sometimes I'm just not even gonna.
Oh no, for sure.
Say anything.
I do know a bunch of people unfollowed him though.
I do know that, and then
I saw a bunch of people
did Kanye take a Pusha T verse out of his song when he was in Mexico?
Mexico, probably.
I can't remember. I thought I saw a headline. So I don't know. It's clear people don't know what to believe. Again, that was just an unsubstantiated tip, and then there was another one about Russell Wilson being in there. Now that one. He did kind of clear up.
He said,
wait a minute.
Quick, too.
Absolutely not. Nope, not today, Satan. Not me. Some random plane broker tried to sell me a plane. I had no idea whose plane, never bought the plane, never talked nor met that man. Thank God, keep me out of this.
Right.
Flat out.
I respect it. You got to do that, though. You got to make sure you clear your name up. And that's why it's so interesting when I hear these billionaires that's just like, no, I'm not cool with him at all. But then they got a whole picture. They have a whole picture out with him. It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy.
There were also crazy claims about President Trump. And we won't show you because we actually were going to show. And we talked about it. And it was just another one of those unsubstantiated tips that don't have any merit to them. So says the DOJ. And the claim was just so insane that it just, you may have seen something online about calendar girls. That's what it's in reference to. Again, they say that is just unsubstantiated and it's just rumors flying around. But Trump was mentioned in other DOJ documents in this file. And, it's crazy when first of all, Trump will sue. Matter of fact, Trump just threatened to sue Trevor Noah for making claims about him. Trevor Noah was just talking at the Grammys last night. And says, do we have what he said?
Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland. Which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton. So,
yes. I love Trevor Noah. I thought that was great.
Well,
I thought it was hilarious.
ha. Trump thought it was not funny at all.
Of course he wouldn't. Of course he would.
And he put out a Truth Social post saying that Grammy Awards are the worst, virtually unwatchable. CBS is lucky not to have this garbage litter their airwaves any longer. The host, Trevor Noah, whoever he may be, is almost as bad as Jimmy Kimmel at the low ratings Academy Awards. Noah said incorrectly about me that Donald Trump and Bill Clinton spent time on Epstein Island. Wrong. I can't speak for Bill. But I have never been to Epstein Island nor anywhere close, and until tonight's false and defamatory statement have never been accused of being there, not even by the fake news media. And he later goes on to say that, I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope of an MC and suing him for plenty of money. Crazy.
Yeah, he's suing him because the joke was too funny and too real. That's what it was. That joke hit home.
But to Trump's point, they were only jokes and allegations, never anything proven. And if I can pull this up real quick, if you're wondering, is literally anybody going to jail? Todd Blanche, the Deputy Attorney General, the Deputy U.S. Attorney, I should say, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said there's a lot of correspondence, there's a lot of emails, there's a lot of photographs. There's a lot of horrible photographs that appear to be taken by Mr. Epstein or people around him, but that doesn't necessarily allow us to prosecute somebody. So Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison for trafficking to, I guess, nobody. And Jeffrey Epstein was in trouble for trafficking to, I guess, nobody. And nobody's going to jail.
They need to make sure his name not in there too. They need to make sure his name not in there too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Different rabbit hole for you to go down because we do have to go. We're going to get to the Atlanta side in just a couple of seconds. Look up the first time Jeffrey Epstein went to jail and how he was treated. That tells you everything you need to know. We're going to be right back.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One. You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
watching Hot 97 TV.
What's up, Atlanta? You are watching Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we're bringing you all the biggest stories from the city. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's. And Million.
Hey.
Boy, the weekend brought the snow they said it was going to bring. I didn't believe it.
Oh, you really... Yo,
I really did not believe that snow was about to happen.
You know it's Georgia.
I should have known.
Once you don't believe in the first one, the second one they make you not believe, and then it really happened every single time. I don't know why y'all thought that this was playing. No, it was gonna snow for real.
Yeah,
for real.
So we are gonna get into that because we actually have some videos to show you what it looked like if you weren't in the area. But first, it is Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Dun, 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 dun. I think in Atlanta though they need to be Pitbull Day because Atlanta got pit bulls out here, so I think we don't need no groundhog. We need a Pitbull Day for real, bruh.
Oh man, so yes, it is. It's Groundhog Day. I don't know why everybody gets so excited about this. To be honest with you, it's what are we doing?
Still don't understand.
Because it's always wrong. We should actually look up. Can you look up real quick? How many times have the groundhogs been correct about the 6 weeks of winter or not?
I'm gonna go with 70%.
70%? I'm gonna go on the other. I'm gonna go 30.
30? But you think
I'm gonna go 30.
You think they've been wrong 30%? You think, wait, right or wrong?
I think they've been correct 30% of the time.
Oh, I think they've been correct 70% of the time.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. We do have an official groundhog. It's General Beauregard Lee, which they call Bo now because the old name was a little too Confederate for some people. And here it is. You know, the video is what it is. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing right now.
It's coming out of its house. They got like this whole like little White House built for him, and he's coming out of the crib.
Okay.
I think
wait, hold on. Was that it? Did it just loop? That was it?
That's it.
Did it see a shadow or not?
So it did see a shadow.
It did.
Yeah, I wrote I wrote that in there. Yeah, it did see a shadow.
At what point does it see its shadow?
At what point does it see anything? It's a groundhog, dog. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what? At what point does it see a shadow? This groundhog don't even know what's going on. It walked out the house, seeing all these people, and was like, bro, what? What y'all got going on today?
And it's cold.
Yeah, he probably turned. I'm surprised he didn't turn around and be like, oh, no.
He said, who put me in this house anyway?
Yeah, bro, I'm going to close the door, slide back in. Like,
so I'm looking at it. It says it's been right. The Groundhog's Day, the groundhog looking at their shadow has been right about 39% of the time.
39?
Yeah,
that's
39%.
So
yeah.
So low.
I ask you again, why do we do this?
It's so low.
It's tradition, y'all. It's tradition.
Everybody just wants to waste their morning every year. Okay, cool. So this happens in Wuthering Heights. No, I'm sorry. His little enclosure there is known as Wuthering Heights. It has a name. Yes. So we have 6 more weeks of winter, according to Bo.
Unfortunately.
6 more? Dang.
6 more weeks. But again, Noah says that March is looking like really warm. So I think it's just going to be wrong again.
You think so? Well, they said in February, they said, I was reading on Twitter. Now, mind you, I was just reading on Twitter, y'all. Again, don't take my word for it, all right? Just reading on Twitter, and they said that in about a few weeks, we're going to have like a crazy winter, like snow, ice storm. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading on Twitter.
You know what's interesting? Because I don't know where you saw that, and I don't know if it's real, obviously, but we did have a very mild hurricane season.
Really?
We did. And I won't continue down that line of thinking, but if you know why I think it's so strange that we had a very mild hurricane season. I think it's even more interesting that we're having a really weird, cold, snowy snap here for January. This is not where we Chicago.
Yeah.
People don't come here for this.
No, not at all, bro. It was like what? It felt like 2 degrees the other night or the other day. 1 degree or something like that. 1 degree?
Right.
What?
And the winds was going crazy too. It was going crazy. I was driving on the road while it was snowing. I was like,
yeah, that's scary.
Pushing me over almost into the next lane. It was scary, bro.
I knew someone who had their fence knocked over because of the wind. Yeah,
really?
Didn't even really get snow like that, but it was very windy. You got your fence knocked over too?
Our producer is.
Boy, our producer did too. That's crazy. I didn't even know it was gonna snow, let alone like hurricane force winds.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I wonder if it works like this though. Back real quick. So if they get it wrong 39% of the time, is it safe to say that if they're saying that we got it 6 weeks, we could just say no? Like we could just
technically, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
If they're statistically wrong, then we could just statistically. We could statistically assume it's the opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like the way y'all think until you're wrong. All right. That's all I got to say.
I swear we had some video, though, of what it looked like here in Metro Atlanta, because there were a couple of incidents. We got this viewer video where someone saw, look at this, slid right into a fence. Ooh, was this your house, Will?
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, it wasn't. Yeah, so that's insane. I did not know that it was really snowing like that on the roads.
See, in Atlanta, it didn't really stick. It didn't stick out in Atlanta. Like the snow, it just blowed and then it melted as soon as it touched the ground. Like the fact that they got it to stick is crazy.
I was in Snellville.
Huh, did it stick at all for y'all, or?
We saw some at my house. Yeah. Inside and outside. Yeah.
I'm saying it stuck on like your lawns and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looked kind of like that, just like in the front yard and the backyard.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Alpharetta it stuck too. Yeah, it was sticking to everything. Yeah, it was. I mean, on my patio. I mean, on my porch, it was. I mean, snow everywhere.
Yeah. Did you make a little snowman?
Nah, I was working. I had stuff to do.
On Saturday?
Yep, I shot 2 podcasts.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to say you weren't working here.
No. I shot 2 podcasts. Yeah.
Okay. The Cumming Police Department were actually begging people to get off the roads because 2 of their cars were involved in an accident. God.
Yikes.
Like, please stay off the roads. Like,
yeah, y'all don't drive at all when it snows. Jeez.
Yeah. Because at this point, you know what, I'm assuming, because what it looked like for that truck is that it came around a curve and just slammed on the brakes or maybe it just like lost traction. But at this point, right, we down 2 cars.
Yeah.
All y'all need to go home.
Look, man, y'all don't, we're in Georgia, bro. We not built for no snow. We not built for these wintry weathers. Mm-hmm. Like, stay inside. We not built for this. We don't know how to drive in none of this. And y'all country people this way, I got this Ford pickup. I know how to, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. You drive in mud. You don't drive in snow, bruh. Like, stay off the road, bruh.
Or even people with sedans who are like, oh, it's probably fine.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Y'all don't have no type of chains on your wheels. Y'all ain't got no big tires. Y'all ain't got them Colorado tires. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you knew how to drive. But you know?
my pops used to say, when you start sliding, if in the snow or on ice or something like that, don't push your brakes. For some reason, he used to say that. I'm actually look that up and see if it's true or not. But he would always say, don't push your brakes. Just let it do its thing, basically, because once you push your brakes, apparently it's supposed to cause friction.
It locks up. That's interesting because I was going to say the only one time I was in a sedan and ever on an icy road like this, I was coming up to a road where it tees, right? So like you can't go straight any further. You have to turn. And there was ice, black ice at the very bottom of that road right before I was about to turn. And it just pulled my car into traffic. So if there were a car there, I would have hit it. Ooh. Because if there was I pushed the brake and it just said, no, you still going. Right in the traffic? Yeah.
That's scary,
Crazy.
though, bro. Yeah, that's scary.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it says braking triggers slides and makes existing slides worse, turning into the slide. Turn your wheels. Oh, you have to turn into the slide. Turn your wheels in the direction the back of the wheel is sliding. That's what you're supposed to do if you start sliding.
You gotta do math.
Ain't nobody remembering that. Ain't nobody remembering that.
I'm just trying to give the accurate information. Right? So if you start sliding, do your best to look at that back wheel.
Ain't nobody thinking that fast, man. Everybody in America probably slamming on the brakes the first thing. Like,
right.
No.
Because that's what I kept on seeing last year. Last year, I don't think people really remember how bad it was, but it was like snow everywhere, ice everywhere.
It was.
And at one point in time, especially at East Point, and people was sliding. I could tell they hitting their brakes. I just stood still. I had to.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to stay calm in those situations. Don't lose your life, man.
I would have freaked out.
No, same. Boy, when I came into oncoming traffic, I said, oh.
I would have freaked out, boy. What?
But some people actually had to get rescued after sliding in the snow. They got stuck on a mountain road, which is kind of one of those horror stories that, it starts that way.
Yeah.
We all get stuck and it's freezing, snowing. None of us want to be here. It was a chain reaction, according to officials. 4 cars got stuck and the people inside couldn't get themselves out. So that all started with one car slid on the ice and then stopped in the middle of the road, which blocked it. It was a single lane roadway. So because most of the road was too icy and there wasn't enough room for the other people to turn around, they also lost traction and got stuck. Couldn't move forward, couldn't move backwards, and it just, it was what it was. So thankfully people were able to get out there and help them. Nobody was hurt, but, it's no joke.
Yeah, that's apocalyptic right there, though, bro. Getting stuck in your car.
Yeah.
Just like how snowpocalypse happened. All them people got stuck in their car. I'm so glad I wasn't out there, but that is probably a scary situation, bro. Not knowing if you're going to leave the whip or if you're ever going to move from your car, bruh. And just being stuck with no water, no food, no nothing. And you just in the whip cold and your heat don't work.
And what I would be thinking is, should I blast my heat or conserve the heat because I can't run out of gas either?
True.
You know what I mean? What would you even do?
We ain't got no extra blankets in the back to just bundle up, bruh. And my heat back then, I ain't had no car back then, so.
You just get up here and lie.
Yeah, I ain't had no car back then.
But I actually do keep wool blankets in the car
Really?
for this reason.
Just
oh
during
my gosh.
Just during this season, though, right?
Oh, they're just back there in the trunk now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, just all year round?
Well, yes. I mean, now I just bought them.
I'm
peppering me.
I'm so confused as why you just have blankets in your car.
Because I'm prepared.
You gotta stay prepared, brother.
With blankets?
Yes.
Yes.
What do you think is gonna happen if you
Water?
are stuck? You gonna stay there?
No, I asked her all year long, though. Y'all have that in your car all year long?
Yeah, in your trunk?
Yes. You
I
never
put it in
know.
my trunk.
What are y'all doing?
Thank you.
Just whipping out a picnic blanket? Just, hey, we might need to do a picnic on the side of the road. What is going on? Why do y'all have...
We might need warmth.
In the summer?
We might need water. Yeah, I mean...
Blanket doesn't give you water?
Well, okay.
Y'all are not making y'all case any better.
I put water and a wool blanket in the car. It's very responsible of me, I feel, and it's very irresponsible of you, I feel, to not do that for you and your loved ones.
Yeah, you've obviously not slept in your car before.
No.
Because when I slept in my car, I'm saying I slept there. But I'm saying, a cover in the back is always good, bro.
Okay, my bad.
For long days, if you're having a long road trip or something like that, pull over to the side, you at least have a cover or something to keep your head up. And you never know, bro.
I can't take y'all seriously. I can't take y'all seriously right now.
I swear I'm not for, sleeping in my car, but... I'm not going to say that on the news.
That's not bad. We're not laughing at you. I'm laughing at her.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But according to the National Weather Service, they suggest that you're supposed to run the motor about 10 minutes each hour for heat if you do get stuck in this situation.
So you're supposed to turn your car off, turn it back on, turn your car off, turn it back on. Oh, wow. Okay.
Let it run for about 10 minutes each hour.
That makes sense.
For heat.
Oh,
so you can conserve it.
Boy.
I would die. If I got caught in anything I don't have no survival skills when it comes to stuff like this, bruh.
We know that's why you don't have a wool blanket in your car.
Street skills, understand that, but survival skills like this, nope.
Food? You got food in your car?
You got snacks?
No, I ain't got no snacks. I ain't got no kids. Why I need snacks in my car for?
Water?
Yeah, I got water, but I ain't got no snacks.
You have water that's permanently there in case of emergency.
Oh, no, because I don't ever think I'm going to get in an emergency where I need to, you know what I need? Let me get this water from my bag, or let me get this cover from my, oh, you know what? I'm stuck in traffic for 2 hours. Sure am hungry. Let me grab a sec. No.
All right.
You're cooked.
Nobody ever plans for an emergency.
Facts. You're going to be cooked, brother.
Well... Let me just be cooked then.
Well, there were several major things that happened over the weekend. And one thing actually has a lot of people talking because it had to do with a Gwinnett County officer, actually 2 officers who ended up in a situation where one of them died and the other was injured. This was an unprovoked attack at a hotel. These are the pictures. And what happened here was it was tragic. So Gwinnett County police officers say they were just responding to the Holiday Inn Express near Stone Mountain, and they actually were invited into the room. They were investigating a fraud report. Happened around 7:30 in the morning on Sunday. So specifically, somebody called the police from out of state saying that their credit card was being fraudulently used at that hotel. Mm-hmm. So officers showed up to the hotel. The hotel front desk clerk said, oh yeah, this is the room of the person who used that card. And the suspect, who's been identified as Kevin Andrews, 35 years old, from Decatur, allegedly greeted the officers at the door and invited them inside. And then police say officers were just talking with that suspect in the room when he pulled out a gun and just opened fire on them. So there was no indication that it was going to happen. It was just peaceful conversation at first. Officers allegedly then returned fire and then hit the suspect. So you had police officer senior Pradeep Tamang, 25 years old, who was shot and later died. Master police officer David Reed was also there. He was shot and he was reported to be in serious condition but stable. So, hopefully he's going to pull through this. But the suspect was also wounded and he had non-life-threatening injuries. So it was a crazy situation.
Yeah, them Holiday Inns ain't nothing to play with, bro. Like them little motel Holiday Inns. No, I'm not saying a million. Why are you laughing? I'm not saying it like anything. I'm just saying those hotels aren't they aren't the safest places to be at. And this is a clear telltale sign of like it's just not the safest place to be. And also we really don't know what kind of mental capacity this man had or whatever the case may be, because it just sounds, it's like you said, it's unprovoked. So yeah. It's, just bringing in police officers to shoot, that's wild. So
Officer Tamang just graduated from the police academy in 2025.
Oh,
May 2025. So he's not even been there for a year.
Oh my God. And see, this is the thing that I have like an issue with. Like, there are a lot of officers that are putting their lives on the line out here in the world. And we kind of take that for granted. And some people even spit on them. Not literally. Well, some may be literal, but there's people that just disrespect them completely. It's like people are putting their lives on the line to save you. It's sick. It's sad that people don't respect these people sometimes.
Well, you got to understand why people don't respect the police, though, right? I mean, you do know why the disrespect comes from. Why we just don't respect the police. I mean, we know that, right? Like, we can't sit here and act like all police officers are good police officers. I mean, and I don't know the statistics behind the ratio of good police versus bad police, but I mean, we really don't get shown the good police like that. You know what I mean? So we only see the bad police. So that is where the disrespect and the non-respect comes from. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? They could have probably been amazing police.
Yeah.
And it sucks because he just graduated from the academy. So it's like he didn't even get to. This is about to sound crazy. He didn't even get to choose a side of being a good police or a bad police. You get what I'm saying? That sounds wild, but I mean that's what it is. I mean, once you get into the force, you choose. You choose whether I want to be a good police or I want to be a bad police. Which one am I going to choose? I'm going to be a corrupt police or I'm going to be this police. So, yeah, he didn't even get a chance, man. That sucks.
I don't know if that's the case, though. I don't think anybody's sitting there saying when they get into the police force, you know what? I think I'm going to be the bad guy.
1,000%. 1,000%.
I think that it's a multitude of things. Sometimes you may mess up in the line of duty and accidents happen, and when accidents happen, the media may take that and think that you were being malicious, but sometimes it's not that way all the time. It's not black and white. It's nuanced. I don't think anybody gets into the police force thinking that, hey, I'm going to cause harm and destruction and show that I'm the big bad wolf.
It seems to me that some officers do get onto a force and have this power trip.
100%.
Like this complex that they're just ready to be a bully. And I don't think that's everybody. I have friends who are police officers, great people. I could never do that job. You know what I mean? Especially for situations like this. I'm not going and showing up and investigating fraud, some stranger in some hotel room. You know, the fact that there are people out there who are willing to do that, I think is very admirable. But at the same time, yeah, you would be lying to yourself if you didn't acknowledge that some officers, are just, they go too far. And they get prosecuted. They get convicted. But this situation here, we're really talking about two people who were just trying to do their duty for the citizens, for the community. Somebody really out of state called and said, hey, this is where I just saw my card pop up. I'm not at the hotel. Can you figure out what's going on there? So this is just devastating.
Heartbreak.
And what really sucks, I always thought about this, man. What really sucks is, as a police officer, you have to serve and protect.
Yeah.
That's your job, is to serve and protect. But it's also, in a sense, like, yo, man, how do I say it? Who is going to serve and protect me? Because, like, yo, man, these are scary. Like you said, these are scary situations that these police officers get into, man. And you have to go into it blindly, not realizing, like, not knowing if I'm going to live or die. I mean, you wake up every day as a police officer going, am I going to make it home?
You literally.
I hope I make it home. That's
crazy.
That's how you wake up every day. I hope once I leave this house to go to work and get in this police car, I hope I get back in my regular car and make it back to the house.
And the expectation is to go home. You know what I mean?
Everybody's.
But it's like, you don't get to pick
You don't.
Which is so crazy. That's why, I have nothing but respect for the officers who do this job and do it, with dignity and pride and respect for the community, because it really, it's, it's tragic.
Very tragic. I'm looking right now. It says in 2025, there were reports that 111 officers died in the line of duty, according to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people to be dying at a job.
Right.
Yeah.
At a job at that. A lot. And again, I'm serious when I say that people are taking it for granted, because their job is to literally go past what their body is telling them in certain situations. Your body is telling you to fight. You want to run in certain situations, but your training is telling you need to go and protect and fight. And a lot of these things just it's a lot to bear for one person, or an officer in general.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I've done multiple stories over the years where there has been some kind of tragic officer shooting where an officer's died, and the whole community will come out and, they'll put blue lights on their patios, and they'll just really, just show all the support and wrap around the family. And what always surprises me is how many officers will come out and kind of look a little jarred, because they know, like, I got to go to work tomorrow. It really puts in front of them, this could literally be me. This could have been any of us. If I had been assigned to that call, what if that were, you know what I mean? They all have to think about that and then go to work the next day.
Yep.
So usually, the police chief will say they're going to get some mental health counseling for the people who are there or going out, or just, at the department at all, because this is something that would weigh on on anybody. It's crazy.
Yeah. For those people that do have issues with the law enforcement, I don't know. I still can't get behind it completely. Like Kennedy said, or one of those guys said, if you get in trouble with something and you need to call 911, call a crackhead instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, call a crackhead instead.
Okay.
Yeah, call a crackhead instead. I'm serious about it.
Well.
Okay.
If you want to call anybody, like, for real, put some respect on these officers' names. One of these representatives, Kennedy something. Let me see his name.
It doesn't really. I'm just,
it was wild. That was wild.
Okay. There was another incident, and this actually involves this was wild. This is a Clayton County deputy who's accused of shooting one juvenile, and another juvenile was tased in this situation, straight out of Grand Theft Auto, if we're calling a spade here. The GBI says that they're investigating this right now. It's the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. And police say this all started when a woman was carjacked at gunpoint at a gas station on Rex Road and Highway 42. So specifically, the police say the suspects pointed a gun at her head and then took off in her car. So Clayton County police were searching around the area and then spotted that car about 30 minutes later on Fielder Road. And police say that when they tried to stop it, the suspects just took off and tried to get away, but ended up on a dead-end street. So police say they then hopped out the car and then tried to run. One suspect got tased and the other was shot. So that is what got the Georgia Bureau of Investigations involved, because there was an officer-involved shooting. And I guess at some point a deputy tried to use a pit maneuver, because they said that Georgia State Patrol has also been notified here. And the fact that they're juveniles, reportedly, is crazy.
Nah, ain't that crazy. These kids out here wild.
These kids are bold.
Yeah. I don't put nothing past any teenager nowadays. I don't put nothing past them. They listen to too much Young Boy. They listen to too much murder music. Like, I don't put nothing past none of them. So when I hear stuff like this, it's almost numbing at this point to hear stuff like this and be like, oh, okay, that sounds about right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the sad part, is that it's become such a normal thing, to where it's no longer surprising. It's no longer like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. It's almost like, oh yeah, I kind of figured that, something like that would happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, these kids and we try to implement, go to school and go to this and go to that, bruh. Some of these kids need more than school. Some of these kids need to be in the system. Hate to break it to say it. Some of these kids need to be in the system, bro. Like, that's the only way that most of these kids are going to learn, either dead or in jail. And a lot of them don't think they're going to be in either until they get to one. Point blank, period.
But I do think it's interesting. Actually, I'll respond to that first, and then I'll just kind of introduce something else. I think that what we were talking about before with potentially sending them to the military would be a great option for these kids who have like a death wish.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Because as soon as they think it's cool to hold somebody at gunpoint and take their car, that's crazy. Like imagine, I'm putting myself in that mindset. Like we really think about it. You guys really went up to a woman, or I could put myself in the mindset of the woman. You know, somebody just put a gun to my head at a gas station and steals my car. That's crazy. The fact that these are kids, they have nothing to lose. Why do so many kids feel like they have nothing to lose like this?
Bro, they are, what is it? Not heartless. They're fearless.
They have no true fear.
They're fearless.
But that would, to me, come from thinking you don't have any life prospects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have nothing to look forward to if you're like so short-sighted. You think that this is like something to do today. It's crazy. I did note, though, because I just pulled up the Georgia.gov, the GBI press release on this. This is the official press release. This says that the pursuit ended on Bedford Road, where the two juveniles jumped out of the car and attempted to flee. One deputy fired his weapon, hitting one of the juveniles. Are you allowed to
just shoot
somebody who's fleeing? There's a lot of questions still about this. You know what I mean? Were they shot in the back? The police are going to have some things to answer if depending on where this shooting happened.
That investigation is going to be interesting. Why you just shoot him? Like, why'd you just pull your gun out and just shoot him while he was running?
Right.
Ooh.
Was he or she, because we don't have any identifiers here because they're juveniles, but were they coming towards the officer? Did they feel threatened? Did they have weapons? Like, none of that is in the GBI press release on this, but people are gonna start wondering, you know what I mean? Like, what made you shoot the kids? Because one was tased, the other one was shot. So we'll have an eye on that. But we also have an eye on the jail that flooded here in the metro. Ooh, they just lost millions of dollars worth of equipment. We're going to talk about that when we come back after this short break.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One. You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where's my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic Flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 97 News Atlanta is here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. Before we get back into the swing of everything, did you guys see the moon last night?
I did not.
I didn't see it last night, but I saw it this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was huge, right?
Crazy.
Okay, so last night was around the full snow moon. Oh, it's the wrong way. But you can see how big it is if you just tilt your head a little bit.
It's all good.
But yeah, no, it was massive. And scientists and skywatchers said that February 1st, 2026 was going to be the day that the moon reached the full phase. Officially happened around 5:09 p.m. And this is called the snow moon, I guess, because February weather often brings snow in the United States. But it's not considered a supermoon. It was a full moon, though, so it was visible low on the horizon after sunset, and it just felt a lot more dramatic than usual. And it was kind of like had an orange tint to it, too.
Did y'all feel the energy shift or anything? Did y'all feel like your life get better? You know how people be,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know how folks be with the moons and the crystals and the stars and
Yeah.
stuff. Did you feel alignment?
I wanted to summon it to me a little bit, but I didn't. I didn't even think about it.
You
No.
ain't getting me.
I was just, because I saw it, too. I saw it, looking just like this.
Okay.
And I was just, you couldn't stop staring at it.
Okay.
It was like mesmerizing. So I wasn't thinking like, moon, give me some moon, or whatever.
Give me some moon.
Whatever it is. but I was just thinking like, I cannot look away from you right now.
That's
so
crazy.
yeah, no, it was cool.
I'm looking at it right now. If I seen that last night, thinking about the doomsday clock and then seeing that would freak me out completely.
Okay.
It would freak me out completely.
That makes sense.
I'd be like, oh, they was onto something for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
They only got 85 more days.
Yeah, that was a pretty moon, though.
We had 85 more seconds.
85 seconds.
Oh, we only got 85 more seconds.
85 more
dog.
days is crazy. We gone in 2 months. That's wild. That's wild.
But what I know you guys must have seen is the water that flooded the jail in Fulton County.
Yeah.
Bro, Fulton County cannot get a break. So this is a Fulton County commissioner who actually took it upon herself to just go and get a look at this, which I'm so glad she did. This is Mo Ivory Martin. And she, oh no, it was serious. It was serious. And she really had an attitude because she was just over it. She was like, now we know this jail is falling apart. There's nothing you can really do to prevent stuff like this from happening when the jail is just so old like this. But apparently 70,000 gallons of water entered the facility, and it all started from that toilet you just saw there. Apparently the toilet was leaking on the 3rd floor medical unit around 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So the maintenance there tried to tighten the pipe coupling, but it didn't work. And, there's all types of speculation into why it didn't work, but that's just what led to the flooding. And it flooded into the front entrance, the lobby, the medical clinic, the dining room for the officers, part of the server room, and the courtrooms. So I'm going to let you hear a little bit about what the commissioner had to say.
Listen, well over millions of dollars of damage today. The truth is we don't know why this happened, whether it was because when the leak happened and the person was trying to stop it, they tightened it too quickly, but it really doesn't matter. Freak accident, busted pipe, it doesn't matter. The jail is old, and this is what happens when you have an old jail falling apart.
Yeah, one of the reasons why you can't really fix a jail like all the way up to like a top tier jail is because, man, they don't have enough places to put all these inmates, right? You have to ship inmates so many places, and all those jails are full. So it's like, in order for you to refurbish a jail, and you have to knock it down and build it back up. And it's like, where do we put these prisoners? Where do we put them? No, y'all can't bring them over here. We full. No, y'all can't bring them over here. We full.
Yep.
It's like, so the process is so hard to like go in and redo a jail and like make it better and make it. It's just very difficult. It's very difficult. So I mean, it sucks, but I don't think we're going to see like any nice things in jails for a while.
You know what's interesting? They have been talking about what to do about this jail. It's under investigation
100%.
for the conditions inside being just horrendous. And first of all, I never heard of a jail just being under investigation for having horrendous conditions. You know how bad the conditions have to be for it to be under investigation for the conditions? Because I've never heard of anybody talk about jail and like, this is a lovely jail.
Yeah.
This is really nice. You kind of have an idea of what jail is like. So the fact that this is worse than that is crazy. But number two, they're actually trying to decide what to do about this jail. Do we rebuild a whole new one, or do we renovate the one that we have? So the sheriff has been saying we don't need to even try to renovate this thing. The facility is just deteriorating past the point where anything could really be done to help this, and we need a new jail. Other people, like Fulton County Commissioner Chair Rob Pitt, said the county can't afford a new jail. So all we can do is really renovate it. Mo Ivory, who you just saw in that video, she also opposed the renovation plan, saying that she had some funding concerns. And then lo and behold, it floods. So that's why she was walking through there like, God,
I told y'all.
I've been trying to tell y'all.
Told y'all. I told y'all, bro.
If there needs to be money put anywhere, I think it needs to be put into the education system, because we're seeing that these. I'm cool with like helping out the prisoners currently right now, but I mean the fact that we have so many prisoners to the point to where we can't redistribute the prisoners is wild to me. It sounds like we need to put more money into. We need to think long term in this.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. At least we need to think long term.
I mean, it's all by design. As soon as you have a for-profit prison and someone is planning to make a profit from prison, that means you need prisoners. You have to have crime in your community to make a for-profit prison profitable. So somebody out there is hoping there is crime and assuming that they probably don't live close enough to it for it to be a problem for them. So some of this stuff I just feel like, they want it to be like this.
Right. And so would y'all be okay with just putting more tax dollars into helping out with the pipes and everything over there? Your dollars, if you had the chance to pick.
I would say yes, and the reason I say yes is because those people that are in those prisons and jails are still humans at the end of the day. Yes, they have done wrong. So I got to look past what they've done, and I also have to look at them as still like human beings. So I wouldn't want myself to live in no condition like that, but also I wouldn't do crime and to get myself in a position like that. But in the same sense, a lot of those people, they're there. Okay, cool. So, but does that mean we have to treat them this certain way? Does that mean I've had homeboys that have been locked up in Fulton County, and they said it's literally, bro, like being locked up in like a detention camp or something like that, bro. That's how they described it. I mean, they putting tissues in their ears so roaches won't crawl in their ear. Yeah. It's like, bro, it's terrible. The phones don't work. The bathrooms don't work. The water, you don't get no hot water. Like. Yeah, man, it's horrible. So it's
which jail?
This Fulton County.
Boy.
Yeah. So it's like,
boy.
So just to know that, yes, I would more than like, yeah, man, yes, please.
I never knew what tissues in your ear to stop the roaches from coming inside of them. What? Yeah. Are you for real? That's a real story?
Yeah, man, because folks, when it's overpopulated and they don't have a bed for you, they'll just put you on the floor. They'll put your bed on the floor, so you'll have to stick tissues in your ear. Yeah, man, this is real.
That's honestly kind of probably the least of some people's concerns, too, because people get stabbed, people get SA'd, people get murdered. I mean, people die, literally, in this jail. Multiple people have died in that jail, actually, which is kind of what prompted the DOJ investigation. I mean, that jail has been, like, in the news, and they actually did approve funding for this last year. I want to say this was 2025, right? Yes, reporting is... As recently as August 2025, $1.1 billion renovation plan was approved by the commissioners. Just not everybody was on board. Like Mo. Mo was saying, like, we need a new jail. But again, where do you house the inmates and where's the money going to come from? Because both are expensive. But that's what makes this so much more devastating, because when you look at all the stuff that was impacted by this, you had An X-ray machine that was recently replaced was impacted. A scanner was impacted and filled with water. Servers, like millions of dollars in like servers and other equipment that had to be unplugged due to electrocution risk / not sure if they were going to be able to power back up. They were just waiting for it to all dry out. I mean, they just had a lot of problems surface from this that are going to continue to be problems that cost more money after some of the money was just pumped in to fix the problems that money just was pumped in to fix. So it's like this was the last thing they needed.
Yeah.
Now they probably got mold concerns.
Water does bring mold
in an old facility,
and they probably not gonna get all of that water up. So yeah, man, this is horrendous.
What a disaster!
Yeah, it's horrendous.
I wonder if they choose to like just do construction in the new area, make it look nicer. Like who's gonna be competing? Who gets to stay in the newer places in the jail?
You talking about the prisoners?
Yeah, if they do reconstruct it.
Oh, they'll probably give that to the lower level prison. Lower level prisons for sure. Yeah, you wouldn't give any high level prisoners over there. You'll give like the lower level, like petty crimes and stuff like that. You would let them go over there and hang out,
Yeah. So apparently, from the plans that I'm reading here, and I'm not sure there's been an update, but the proposed plan includes a newly built special purpose facility that would be used for like housing needs and medical purposes. And this whole plan to rebuild would have a 9-year timeline. So, it's not an easy fix and it's not a fast fix.
Yeah.
But, that's what they're dealing with. So what are you going to do?
They're claiming that this place is like old. I'm looking at it right now. It says it opened in 1989. That don't seem that long ago.
If that's true, then it shouldn't be like crumbling like this. You have to try to make something, because there are houses that are like, built in 1900 whatever.
Yeah.
Still standing.
What is going on? Who did you get to build this street? This jail?
But you also have to keep the maintenance up, brother. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it was built in 1989, but how much maintenance have they kept up with the facility? You know what I'm saying? It's 2026 right now. So it's like, that's a lot of maintenance that you have to keep up to keep the facility running. And how good were they doing that? You know what I'm saying?
And that's my thing, because that is clear negligence in that case.
Come
you know
on,
what
bro.
I mean? Because if it just took a little maintenance work to prevent us from getting
Exactly.
here, somebody really dropped the ball.
Exactly.
Crazy. Speaking of dropping the ball, third Georgia state representative has been charged with pandemic unemployment fraud. Boy, another one bites the dust, man. What's going on here?
Yeah. Dexter Sharper, 54, a Democrat representing District 177, allegedly applied for unemployment benefits from April 2020 through May 2021. And then the prosecutors alleged that Sharper falsely claimed unemployment, and he racked up about $13,000.
That's it.
13. What? That's it.
13,000. They on his head for $13,000. I'm thinking he was about to say 13 million or something. 13,000.
$13,000 would help me out, brother.
I get you, but they tripping off of 13,000.
That must be what he's thinking right now too. I don't know how they're finding. I wonder if they're like rolling on each other or something, or maybe they were in the same database, because this is the third one. So I don't know how they were onto them. But basically, prosecutors say that he falsely claimed unemployment in an initial application and in 38 weekly certifications, saying that he hadn't worked or earned any wages. But authorities say that he, in fact, was working and earning wages during that time period from multiple sources, they claim. At least $325 a week from the Georgia General Assembly, up to $2,231 a week from his party rental business, and up to $275 a week as a musician.
Man, that $13,000 was just a tip.
Bro,
that was just a tip. It was a tip. It was a tip.
Okay, so they're saying that he was making 300. Look, can we do the math? So 2,000, 500, 700. So he was making about $3,000 per week. Is that what they're saying he was making?
If that maths, which it sounds about right. What is that? You're not gonna give me the math up here on the news.
I can't do it on the drop of the dime, but let's round it out. I know it crosses $3,000, but he was making $3,000 a week, y'all. That's crazy.
Is it really?
Well, dang, I forgot who I'm talking to.
No,
big money over here.
I forgot who I'm talking to.
Dog, listen.
I forgot who
No, that is a no, bruh. Yes, no.
Let me look this up. Hold on.
All I'm saying is $13,000 is not a lot when you talking about unemployment. I know people that were busting unemployment over the head for 50 bands. Like, you know what I'm saying? $13,000, that ain't nothing.
$3,000 a week is $156,000 a year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. $3,000 a week. So 3 times 4 is $12,000. He was getting 12 bands a month, dog. And then he was being greedy enough to say, let me get $13,000 also. That's crazy.
So say prosecutors.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, 13 bands ain't 13 is not.
It is interesting. I mean, the other two that went down for this is Karen L. Bennett. She pleaded guilty actually a couple days ago, January 21st, and that was also involving like $13,000, $940. And Sharon Henderson was indicted on December 2nd, and that involves $17,811.
Yeah, who's telling on y'all? Somebody is snitch.
All Georgia lawmakers.
Somebody is snitch because this is some petty money for y'all to be. Y'all are lawmakers, Georgia, so I'm pretty sure y'all got some dollars in your pocket. You know what I mean?
$156,000 if we believe what they're saying about him.
Come on now. That's a couple dollars in your pocket. So somebody telling on you for $13,000. They snitched on you, big dog. They had to.
That's greedy though. Like, you're already making X amount of dollars. He's making how much from just being in part of the Georgia General Assembly? $325 per week. That's
not a lot of money.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that's actually not a lot of money.
$325 per week. Dang, you part of the Georgia General Assembly, you only making $300.
That what they say. We don't know for real. You know what I mean?
Right.
We really don't know.
It'll be the same when you talk about our like actual congressmen, our U.S. congressmen, and they'll say, y'all aren't really making that much. How are all y'all ended up millionaires?
Yeah.
That's where that comes from, because they really don't get paid that much money.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get this kind of a house?
Non-profits. You know what I mean? Stupid stuff like that. Like non-profits. Put it in my non-profit.
Consultant businesses.
Yeah. I got a tractor company.
We got tractor needs. I got a tractor company. Yeah. I'm going to give me.
Some dumb stuff like that.
Yeah. P-type vibe.
Yeah. It's smart, but it's dumb.
PPP loans. That's what they're getting it from. I'm glad that I'm glad the DOJ is taking this serious. I want them to get every single person that did PPP fraud.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
I want them all to go down.
I didn't do it.
If you did PPP fraud,
I don't know why
you're looking at me. Go down.
Sounds like a hater. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a hater. Sounds like he didn't jump on board quick enough. And
because you were telling us about somebody that you knew who got like a crazy
ton
money.
Of money. I know a few people that got a bunch of money off that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd have been too scared to try it. Oh my gosh. An HBCU basketball coach. Million. One of y'all's. Yep. An HBCU basketball coach was arrested after a rivalry game here in Atlanta.
Yeah, this one was heartbreaking. But I'm kind of sticking with the coach in this. So Tuskegee University's men's head basketball coach, Benji Taylor, he was 58 years old, was placed in handcuffs by police following a road loss at Morehouse College Saturday night. So if you don't know, Tuskegee and Morehouse, they have a big rivalry, a really big rivalry. As you can see, he's being escorted right now. So what he is claiming is the incident occurred during the post-game handshake line while everybody's shaking hands after the game is ended. He says that the football players entered and were near the basketball handshake line also, and they were like, he's alleging that they were being obscene. They were yelling things out. They were talking trash to the basketball players. Why is the football players on the court after the game? That doesn't make much sense. So of course, Taylor, the coach, he started getting angry. He was like, what's going on here? Police officers get involved.
What?
Yep. A police officer gets involved, the security officer gets involved, and it escalated into Taylor being arrested. But they eventually released him shortly after the incident.
Yeah, because what did you arrest me for?
What did he do?
Yeah,
right.
Like what? Like what did you arrest me for? Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that's why Taylor is trying to bring more attention to this. I think I've seen reports that said that he's actually looking to press charges. But he never got charges ever pressed on him at all.
Who is he pressing charges on?
Right.
That I don't know. Let me just
maybe he wants to sue. Look, just see what the update is on this, and is Taylor suing, or what legal action is Taylor taking? Because that is interesting. I wonder if it was the people who were just from Morehouse who are also involved in this bitter rivalry who was like, yeah, coach, we gonna arrest you for like just yelling at the football players.
That could be it. That's a possibility.
I don't know, because we're just talking at this point.
But also, man, it is sports. So I mean, kids gonna talk. You know what I mean? These are young adults. So it's like they gonna talk trash. You know what I mean? They're in this competitive spirit. They're in this, they just getting behind their team or whatever the case may be. So yeah, of course they gonna talk. Like, I mean, I would talk if I was a basketball player at a football game and I was on the rival side. I'm talking trash. I'm talking mad trash. So yeah, you take the trash talk. In what was the score of the game? That's the real question. That's the real question. What was the score of the game?
Yeah, you can trash talk, but imagine you over here trash talking and then one party to the trash talk gets arrested. That's crazy.
Let me see.
Super duper see, I see you over there. HBCU is historically black college and and
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, brother.
Super duper see asked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what is it?
Question. Yeah.
Okay.
I got your back. Yeah, ignore them. Anywho, yeah, I don't see how that escalates into me getting arrested unless I physically put my hands on one of the kids. And I guess they're not kids because they're in college, but one of those young adults. I mean, why am I getting arrested? Boy, I'm suing everybody. Did you look it up?
Yeah, well, I was double checking. It's still being developed right now, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the game, Morehouse defeated Tuskegee 77-69.
There it goes. Now we get down to the bottom line.
Wait, Morehouse won?
Morehouse won. Now we get to the bottom line. Morehouse was talking trash. Y'all sorry. Y'all get up out the gym. He felt some type of way and got in his feelings. Man, this is closed case. Closed case.
But arrested? Because we're not talking about just officers escort. We're talking about handcuffed on the court.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I in handcuffs?
I don't know. That I don't know. But I do know why he probably got upset. Because, because
my hands itch. I got a little rash from it. I'm suing everybody.
Oh, I'd have made sure of that. I'd have tripped. I'd have tripped on purpose. I need my hands to walk. My equilibrium is off now. You took away my equilibrium, so I can't walk straight. Yep, I'd have tripped up. They'd have had to pay me.
Oh, but we're supposed to be on Morehouse's side.
Yeah,
we are.
I'm on HBCU's side. I hate to see black on black violence. I hate to see it.
And it wasn't even violence.
No,
it was just, we're yelling at each other.
Yeah, but it was a black cop that arrested him. I don't really appreciate that, brother. Come on now. Lock in, man.
That's funny. That is funny.
Okay, real quick, the 49ers just hired the old coach from the Falcons, Raheem Morris, and he is now going to be a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I put this in here because I just wanted to say a final goodbye to Raheem Morris.
Yes.
The first African American, it's African American History Month. The first African American head
Black
coach.
History Month.
It's the first African American history coach.
Wait. History
Hold
coach.
on. All right. So y'all threw me off. It's not African American History Month.
It's Black History Month.
Boy,
but we
highlight
highlight African Americans though.
You know what's crazy? Because he was saying that we got to put more money in the education system.
Oh yeah. But fair. All I'm saying is he was the first black head coach of the Falcons, and I just wanted to give him a kudos to him.
Amen.
He's over there at the Falcons doing his big one over there.
The 49, he's over with the 49ers.
With the 49ers doing his big one over there. Mind you, remember, Raheem Morris coordinated the Rams at one point, their defense, and they won a Super Bowl. So I'm with you, brother. I'm going to be watching the 49ers games to see how he actually does this. I want him to be a head coach again.
No, that'll never happen.
You think?
Yep.
Why?
Ruin that for himself.
How?
Ruin that for himself. Look, man, thank you, Raheem. You did, appreciate you, brother. Goodbye. You know what I mean? Peace, man.
Not on Black History Month.
Hey, love you. Love you, my black brother. Peace, my black brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to go, man. It's cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's still a disservice, though, to him and to almost me, because it's like, or Falcons fans in general, that you got rid of somebody who had a better record than the current coach that you brought on.
Oh, now that I agree with.
Something to point out on this Black History Month.
It's Black History Month.
I'm agreeing with you on that.
What's going on with Matt Ryan? What is he thinking in his head?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he wasn't taking Black History Month into account, was he?
Nah, period.
Hey, man.
Period.
What you think he was gonna hire a black coach for 1 month and then get rid of him in March? What? Like, what are you talking about right now, dog? What?
Oh man.
Hey, good luck, Raheem Morris.
Yes.
Good luck.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you too.
Also, this morning, Hidden Idol just giving Georgia Survivor fans a chance to watch the 50th season's finale live.
Do y'all watch Survivor? Let's go ahead. I just want to ask this before we get up out of here. Do y'all watch Survivor?
I've seen like an episode, maybe.
Yeah, I think we've all seen like one episode.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think we've all seen like one episode. But Survivor is still like a huge thing.
Yes.
And Survivor just did something really cool. They, the Hidden Idol is a immunity trophy that you get, so where you are immune from getting kicked off the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they have set a bunch of these all around America.
Wow.
Yeah. And they actually put one here in Georgia, and the winner of Survivor 49 gave out the clue. Savannah Louie. She gave out the clue, and here's a clue if you want to go. If you want to go try it out. Here's the clue.
Not river, not forest of pine, but a black water sea where the cypress align. A tongue twister name from a tongue long gone. The trail to your next test begins at dawn.
What in the cat in the hat? What?
Hold on, wait.
What is this?
I actually know Savannah Louie. She worked with me in my last job.
No way.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, what are the odds? And then she wins Survivor. It's the craziest thing.
That is wild, bruh. Did you know she was on Survivor?
I saw when she had posted that she was gonna be on it.
Okay.
And I'm sure she had already like done the whole thing already, but I was like, girl, what?
Yeah, she won. Yeah.
Because both of us had left our last job, you know. You hope for bigger and better things when you leave a job. And so when she popped up on Survivor, I was like, girl, what?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to get from that?
I'm sorry, can you replay that? Because I wasn't listening at all.
Jesus.
What's the clue?
Not bayou, not river, not forest of pine, but a black water sea where the cypress align. A tongue twister name from a tongue long gone. The trail to your next test begins at dawn.
Yeah, some Indiana Jones.
It's on the
crap, man. I don't
Chattahoochee
know,
River.
man.
I
Some
think.
Indiana Jones.
Chattahoochee.
Do we think it is?
I don't
Something
know.
with tongue twister align.
Well, y'all enjoy finding that.
Crime.
The hunt requires critical thinking, creativity, and initiative, mirroring the experience of the game itself. So, good luck. You can find that, and Survivor 50 premieres on, February 25th. So, we will look forward to that, and we are looking forward
No, we
to.
won't. I'm not looking forward to the fit. I'm not looking forward to finding it.
Okay, Grinch. Some of us are looking forward to that, and that does it for us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Merrill. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One. You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all.
Let's go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class?
Wale, where are you supposed to be?
Oh, man, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.
Congratulations on the job. We listen to Hot 97 every day. We can't wait to hear you guys even more.
Hey, let's go!
Get ready. The legend is on your screen. Funk Flex, the man who defines hip-hop, is bringing the heat from the radio booth to your TV.
Where my camera at? That's my camera? All right.
The biggest beats, the hottest freestyles, and that classic flex energy.
Bars are back.
Now in your living room. Don't just hear it, watch the movement. Funk Flex, now on Hot 97 TV, Mondays and Fridays at 7:30 p.m.
Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. First, here with Rondell with 2 N's.
What it do? Give it up to you.
And Million.
Hey, the fact that this is a reality.
Brand new live news show. I'm your host, Lana Harris. There is so much going on in this country and in this world.
Civil unrest. Nobody's going to trust that. Any of
this sounds, like I said, it sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound beneficial.